So where do you fit in? Well, here's the puzzle. Everyone hold your puzzle piece. Connect to God and each other through worship opportunities at Calvary. I have to say this because the world has gone crazy. And people, I ran into somebody yesterday. Oh, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. Okay. I'll send a car. What do you want me to say when you say that? You know, we'll sing "Welcome Back" when you come. Ephesians 2:22. In him we also are being built together into a dwelling place for God by the Spirit. You cannot duplicate online what happens in a church service. The presence of God is here differently. Just is. You may feel warm and fuzzy when you're on the internet, but it's not the same. And then connect to spiritual growth through the At the Feet of Jesus plan at Calvary Chapel. I'll talk more about that at the end. Acts 22:5 talks about what it means to be a disciple. Talks about Paul being at the feet of Gamaliel, right? He's educated at the feet of Gamaliel. Whoops. Note to self, always push the certain button before you push the other. What does it mean to be educated at the feet of Gamaliel? He was a disciple of Gamaliel. What does it mean to be a disciple of Jesus? Be at his feet. And what's the goal? Christ-likeness. Every disciple who is fully trained will be what? Like his teacher. And then connect to service through the ministry opportunities at Calvary. We have so many opportunities. Let me see. Who here can I get to help me? Let's see. Carly, can you come help me for just a minute? So I just need you to put this on. Just don't put it on. Okay, just hold it then. Just hold it then. So Carly's doing pretty good holding it right now, right? Just holding it pretty good right now, right? Now, what's going to happen in a little while? She's going to get tired. She's going to drop it. I'm going to be a while away. You feeling it heavy now? No, don't use your knee. Please, straight up. Rose, would you come and grab another end of this from Carly? See, you think Carly's faking. She is not. Grab that end. All right. How's that feel now, guys? Better. But even if you held this together for a little while, you're going to get tired, right? Right? Absolutely. Let's give Rose and Carly a big hand. Don't drop it. So within our church, this is what's happening. We have folks here carrying a heavy load. And they can carry that load for a while. But what happens? They get tired. We've had to not do things because people are tired. They didn't say to me, I can't do this because I'm tired. But I knew they were tired, so I backed off. Because I don't have a desire to kill anybody. Other than apparently myself. Let's look at Ecclesiastes chapter 4, 9, and 10. What does it say? 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their toil. If they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. How many people do you need? As many as you can get, because you share the load. And I've noticed as we get older, things seem heavier. A little over a year ago, I decided I would do the baptismal myself. I used to do the baptismal myself. I was in a mood or something. I was mad at something. So I went and did the baptism myself. And I took off the cover myself, which is kind of heavy. Sam, would you testify to that? took it up, put it down, and I twisted to put it down. And then for 3 months, I was like this. Until I saw people. What did I do to my back? I hurt myself. So, now I'm going to tell you a little secret, okay? Some people say to me, you need to do less. Guys, that's a wonderful sentiment. And then I had a guy say to me, I'll come and preach for you anytime. Let me tell you something. The one thing I like doing, I want to do every week I can for the rest of my life, is preach. So don't ask to preach for me. That's what I like to do. I think it's what I was made to do. Maybe not. Maybe not. But sometimes I do what I do to take the load off somebody else. Because I know they're worn out. So I'm not always just being a workaholic. Now, sometimes I am. But sometimes I'm just doing it because I don't want to see someone else get more exhausted than they already are. But that's why we need to fill every ministry opportunity. Now, this is what happens. Watch this. This is important that you understand this. As you and I serve God, life happens. What happens when life happens? Some of it's just very, very difficult, isn't it? And it's hard to maintain serving God and doing life. So what goes? You set aside serving the Lord for a while because you got to live life. I understand that. But you are better to persevere through it. You are better to persevere through it. And to think of it this way, I need to help Carly. Carly wearing a bunch of hats. I need to help Carly. Why? Because the load is heavy. I need to come alongside Wanda and help Wanda because the load is heavy. She married Mark. Think how hard her life is right now. It's a heavy load. And then connect through the staycation, connect to fellowship through the staycation events at Calvary. This is all in your bulletin, by the way. You have all that right in your bulletin. Even the serving component that I missed. It's all right there in your bulletin. Connect to fellowship through the staycation events at Calvary. Don't forsake the assembling together of yourselves, as the manner of some is, but someone needs your encouragement. Maybe you didn't show up at the karaoke night because it's not just for me. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe you coming's going to bless someone else. Maybe your gift of mercy or your gift of help is going to help someone else. You see what I'm saying? And then connect to evangelism to the outreach events at Calvary. Well, you're reaching the lost, you really don't need me. Well, yeah, we do. And it's part and parcel of what we do, right? Go into all the world and proclaim the gospel to the whole creation. If it moves, tell it about Jesus. If it doesn't move, tell it about Jesus till it moves. Very simple, right? And then connect to training through NYIBS at Calvary Chapel. Our New York Institute for Biblical Studies has countless opportunities for you to learn. We've been very busy behind the scenes recruiting teachers, putting other things together. We'll have in the fall another well-schooled teacher with a doctorate. Chris Gardner has agreed to teach for us. Right now, Lawrence Taylor is doing a bang-up job. He's teaching something you would never learn in church. He's teaching on second century church fathers. Russ is teaching a class on the commitment of a disciple for us. We've got our regular stuff going. Miss Laverne's got some. It's a wonderful opportunity. And we've made it so easy for you, you can be in your jammies. Please don't, but you can be in your jammies. Ecclesiastes 10:10. If the iron is blunt and one doesn't sharpen the edge, he must use more strength. But wisdom helps one to succeed. I brought my hatchet from home. You say, you have a hatchet? Yes, I do. It is mine. I have an axe too. Sometimes I have to grind it, but that's another story. But when this is dull. When you have a dull blade and you chop wood, yes, I've done that. You take, number one, split like this, you got me chop it. You're going to have to hit it once or twice, or you're going to bring it way back, come way down, and then it's going to bounce off and cut your foot. No, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. The sharper the blade, the better. That's what the text is teaching. Working hard is expected. Working hard and wisely is effective. We want to train you at the New York Institute for Biblical Studies. You're going to witness. Well, we've got a whole class about sharing your gifts using your faith. Why? So you can hone your skills in witnessing. You're supposed to witness. When you witness without a little bit of training, you go, When you witness with training, you know what you're supposed to be doing. We've got classes in leadership that help you lead in a way that's biblical and in a way that helps you to understand how to do it. Learning from the mistakes that we've already made. That's why it exists, to train you. Very few churches in America have local church Bible institutes. Go a step further. Very few churches in America have local church Bible institutes with professors and teachers who have master's degrees and who are strong in their field. You're blessed to have that here. Take a class, or two, or three. It's hard. Okay, next problem. It's hard, right?